Hey everybody, I'm Jason Ross Jr. Welcome into another episode of the LTU Sports Report. Lawrence Technological University makes this show possible, and a shout out to Henry Ford Sports Medicine for sponsoring. You know, we're all so excited to get back into the sports season at the end of the month, but for now, let's take a look back at some of the highlights and practice reports for the men's basketball team.
Looking good, looking confident. We've just been trying to work on all the little things within our game, like as a whole. So I think we're all super excited to get out there and get the season started.
Few things are different this year with COVID, but we got pretty much all returners this year, a couple new freshmen. We're all excited to kick it off.
We didn't have the summer that we wanted to have, but I mean, overall, we're grateful for the opportunity to be here and practicing.
Oh, obviously the summer was different with the shutdown. We just worked out at home, did what we could on our own, and when we came back, we were ready.
Yeah, this summer's really been awkward. We usually are here and usually working out together, and we kind of had groups. There's 3 or 4 of us, and we've just been keeping in contact with each other, making sure we're staying positive, always thinking that we're going to have a season, and when we do have the season, we have to be ready for it. So we always kept that mindset, and we kept going.
We have outstanding leadership. I mean, Alec, Gunnar, Carter, Isaiah, Brandon, and just having an older and veteran team. Things came together pretty seamlessly. And also, we talk about adversity a lot in our program. So we feel like that dealing with COVID and other things has been front-loaded. So once we got back together, we just picked up right where we left off.
I mean, we're looking good. It's kind of been hard. We've had like 30 practices with just 1 scrimmage, so it's kind of hard to get through it. But we've been positive. We've been grateful for everything we've been given, and even to be practicing right now is honestly great. We have to be grateful for that because there's some teams that in our league even they don't even have a season, so they're not even practicing right now.
Under the current circumstances, I didn't know if I was going to be able to play this year, and just to be able to play my last year with this group of guys, it means a lot. It's exciting.
You know, with everything going on, we're just taking it week by week, game by game, day by day. You know, we're just really focusing on what we can control, which is coming in here, getting better, getting extra reps, doing what we can to really maximize our potential as a group.
Overall, we're right where we need to be.
It's game day for the Lawrence Tech men's basketball team as they kick off their 2020 campaign on the road to face the Goshen Maple Leafs. Lawrence Tech looks to have a much more consistent season than last year. With a team now filled with upperclassmen, can experience finally pay off for the Blue Devils? Let's find out. Jumping to the end of the first, it's junior Sana Sisuo who flies into the lane for the point for the Blue Devils. They're now up by 2 late in the first half. Still in the first, the Maple Leafs have the lead back. The score's 22-24, and it would be the senior Alec Ivankovic who drains one from downtown to put the Blue Devils up by 1. Lawrence Tech would lead 32-28 at the break. Coming back from the break, the intensity heightens, and the junior Carter France, who's usually a sniper from the outside, drives hard to the lane and finishes at the rim for 2. Lawrence Tech leads 34-30 early in the second half. Moving along late in the second, LTU trying to put this one away. It's France again, but this time he drives and kicks it out to Ivankovic to hit the corner 3 to cap things off for the Blue Devils. Lawrence Tech would go on to win this one with the score of 80-70 for the final.
Well, now let's hear from some of our sponsors over at Henry Ford Sports Medicine with a short commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll have more basketball for you.
If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions, competitive cheer and dance, esports, women's hockey, and men's and women's track and field. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
As promised, let's check out more from our men's basketball team.
We're here inside the Don Riddler Fieldhouse as the Lawrence Tech men's basketball team takes on the Eagles of Judson for the first home basketball game of the season. The Blue Devils handled business in their season opener at Goshen. Leadership has been a big factor in the early success for the Blue Devils, and a last-minute game change, Lawrence Tech looks to refocus and get the win. Starting in the first half, here's sophomore Gunnar Gustafson, who squares up his defender, drives, and hammers the ball down for 2 points. LTU leads early in the first half. Later on in the half, LTU has maintained control of the game, and here's Ohio native Brandon Beavers, who drives hard down the lane and finishes at the rim for the and one. Beavers would lead all scorers with 25. Lawrence Tech has a 36-30 lead going into the break. Coming back from the break, here's sharpshooter junior Carter France, who hits from downtown to extend the Blue Devil lead. Moving along in the second, Judson has clawed their way back into the game, and here's Beavers with the steal, and he launches the ball up the court to junior Isaiah Cumberland, and he slams the ball in for 2 points. Lawrence Tech would go on to win this one with a final score of 76-67.
We thought we were playing another opponent on Friday. Due to COVID, that got canceled, and Judson, it was their first game, so we didn't get an opportunity to prepare for them until this morning. They're a tough team. They're really scrappy. They play extremely hard, and we got exposed in a good way in some areas, and we get back to practice and work on those.
Started this year and last year, we always seem to start out slow, but we always end up picking it up and getting on the game plan and executing whatever we need to do.
As they keep pushing, we got to keep pushing ourselves. So, we hold ourselves accountable. We have a lot of good leaders on this team, so, we keep everything at 100%.
We follow our scout really good for about 95% of the game, and there's just those little mental lapses that we got to get down, pace on offense, and just continuing to execute. But other than that, we're all playing really well together as a team.
We're here inside the Don Riddler Fieldhouse as the Lawrence Tech men's basketball team takes on the Foresters of Huntington University. You know that old saying, teamwork makes the dream work. Well, teamwork has certainly proven to be effective for the Blue Devils as they are off to a 2-0 start, winning both games in a convincing fashion. Here's Alex Buckham on the sideline with head coach Joshua Pickens for more.
You guys are taking on the Huntington Foresters. With an older LTU team, how do you feel the leadership is on and off the court?
Our leadership is phenomenal. We do it by committee. We don't have one or two guys who do that by themselves. Everyone pitches in, and just with a veteran group, we really look forward to getting after it.
In a battle of two undefeated teams, who will come out on top? Starting in the first half, here's the Blue Devils' leading scorer, Brandon Beavers, taking it coast to coast and finishing at the rim for 2. Later on in an exciting first half, here's the junior Sana Sissowo, who fakes out his defender and lays the ball in for an easy 2 points. And moving along in the first, it would be the junior Carter France, who drives hard between the two defenders, goes up and under and lays the ball in for 2. In an action-packed first half, Lawrence Tech would trail 43-44. However, the second half was night and day for the Blue Devils, as they would struggle to find the bottom of the net, digging themselves a hole early. But the senior sharpshooter Alek Ivankovic splashes this 3 for the Blue Devils to stop the bleeding. However, LTU would run out of time and drop this one 68-96. Here's Alec Buckham with Gunnar Gustafson.
Can you tell me about the first half tonight? You guys came out really hot, really strong, really stayed competitive. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we knew coming in there a very talented offensive team, and we thought we had an advantage offensively, and we exploited that in the first half, and they kind of tightened down in the second half and kind of cut off some things we were looking for, and that kind of just disrupted our flow, and then we kind of got away from ourselves and playing team basketball and tried to go 1-on-5, which isn't a strong suit for us.
Once again, thank you for checking out the show this week. To keep up with us on social media, follow at LTU Athletics for everything LTU. I'm Jason Ross Jr. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend.